Sulang, Brother Steve. Thank you for Sulal. Ukumutil mermi. Olong ase origid, especially kita dengin ase klo ang tigay el kilala togram kit el garan sela blur belo. Uk effort tagaw manig ma pastor balgul marael lo tira rubugul bela el helper adro ase bom roidering. Be victorious and diga da umra lo ase aigal mari lo tingi tigay el mergid alang dia del dia sel di espera tisera rubak dios sulang al me puede ser bekra kal omi so da mal di merenga sulem kau mati merga le Miguel Bleda dura gotler and hopefully instead mutter expand and do more algo sera Miguel Belal el degadil sisbri tedrigal al sum temla sois بدل ما صير تل todo ملا لوت المورين so sulang
Thank you.
autoridad de mutaltal tosusra ay بدول مر كلاي مر بقول بلاو يلوم بيبقى كلاي مع سيل بلاو vice president مر يجيله بقدر لا توتا anything on our ministers مر بكل هذا البيل president senate باولس مر بكل هذا senate speaker كناي مر بكل هذا house of delegates governor Palau مر بقول governors I think in speaker Jefferson Thomas marugul speakers ma diregal pekal other bela to gobetsel sus ma will to town ne gorgomi rogul ngara blue rang ayangal mora hotcharigi mangare kla blue bela ran sils egida mal naruda al total mal artiar adra media alo banget malu tuta Jennifer Mr. Clay Lilay ra TMC Ohana ra TMC diregal ngari to gobetsel okyak sangar gidal tuta ya tegel omtera a cancer society ra a blur bela el selu program gidara cancer awareness mang dire kalau begitu chief of staff ma ombil so itu mutial teal tokala di tiul mosmodi teal doera boxana proclamation qadik muk musesel girel teal cancer awareness month kita teal cancer awareness month awareness tokala baltigar reng teal February Valentine mangya it's about caring and I think sharing and helping kad help para adal control kad prevent but at the same time as local blabber in gedel direct support on sorti mang tial tokara kasino ma dodongali lo asing klol longar mal mera blur belo tokara selo we report to say heart disease are number 1 racht and die actually oktumura blur bela mal klo by number 1 cancer. In fact that was 59% carcinoma altura hospital adagol magada mdengelo asikida blur so del mange malo ospea vape ndiga dangaltate la madaga vaping ra blur bela diregal mdengelo ase atara ula carcinoma kora min subina se gale fatty livers maganga diregal ndiga exercise mo maklo mselbo do maklo ege diregal ula carcinoma so obesity diregal wai seguido hacen el baby cancers wa cervical ma breast cancer lui ma 29% importante togora screening gadamna se ulum baim lembre da diagnosis instead of the help rad من داخل المتمال بدنا سمناري سل سيل التورا غريدر hospital مرال breast cancer متملام ملامورا بابل ضاب مورجر, and that's helping people know like it's better to catch it early من سيادة الباي prevent مرينال تلملل مرابطين so مالدي مرينا سوليو متوقع يقال activity المورجير لال fighting cancer man مريا زوم باك كلاس كده واسين كده الاكسرسايز candlelight visuals ما بتوغل program كده الوا mammograms ما you gotta encourage others say let's live healthy yeah the one to بيقول لهم نمرة brother Stephen دي treat your body as the temple of God, so don't put what's inside المهم المالري and then and do activities that help reduce those. So exercise, walking, so di lungi le Russia kamo mui tel proclamation oh dor ka sama mui okay suila maktek maskaw suila
Mr. President, Vice Marvick Late of Iwital Presidential Proclamation number 25 das
Medyo pala kasi may ka.
On eh? On? Oh,
Hindi
it's good.
Mangmulutel proclamation ng Hulwasay declaring February 2025 as Cancer Awareness Month. So whereas cancer is more than just a medical diagnosis, it is deeply personal matter, and whereas behind every cancer diagnosis lies a unique human story of pain, healing, grief, resilience, love, and more, and whereas cancer continues to be among the top 3 leading causes of death in the Republic of Palau, and whereas tobacco and alcohol abuse, poor eating habits, and physical inactivity continue to be major contribution to cancer and other non-communicable disease NCDs among Palauans, and whereas according to the 2007 to 2022 Pacific Regional Central Cancer Registry, 59% of adult cancers are tobacco-related, 24% of adult cancers are obesity-related, and 58% of those diagnosed with cancer die within 5 years. And this registry also shows that 29% of adult cancers, example like cervical and breast cancers, have an evidence-based screening test available, where 17% of adult cancers could be diagnosed in the early stages and treated. And whereas with the alarming rate of cancer and other NCDs, government and community leaders have joined in a united battle against non-communicable diseases, and with collaborating partners have established a national coordinating mechanism to guide our efforts to implement a comprehensive approach to NCD prevention and control within Palau. And whereas government agencies, community-based organizations, and civil societies have increased effort to raise awareness of the social, economic, and emotional impact of cancer and other NCDs to families and the Republic of Palau. And whereas it is urgent, we continue to improve our facilities and bring in technologies that help us improve health services so people can receive preventive care such as mobile mammogram unit, an MRI machine, and digitizing medical records, and whereas we must continue to support behavioral and environmental policies to allow for healthy options to be more affordable and accessible, and increase access to cancer screening, early detection, and treatment. And whereas we must create, enhance, and promote survivorship and palliative care program designed to promote better outcomes for cancer survivors and reduce the social, economic, emotional, spiritual burden of cancer on families affected, and whereas the month of February shall be observed as Cancer Awareness Month in efforts to combat cancer as a nation, with the World Cancer Day theme, United by Unique, United in our cause, unique in our needs. Now therefore, yes. Thank you, Mr. President.
Paiber ullela.
Mr. President, mamagdala ko pero
Mamay gero siya.
Oh, okay. Wise.
Where?
May, AG? And get.
Chief. Here are my future. Amen. Malwaise ويا أقلسي نار وتملا لا لقد مو ترك قليل البويرة ويرو البويرة 2025 البويرة غسينوما بويرة ولقات كم okay Cancer Awareness Month المرة عربك الأدر بلاو مو غرا لاد الروغوي الموت ماق لول دلاقر تيال الكاسينوما السيلا بالواد so era el silsen 29 day January okay fine okay Sula
Thank you.
thank you Sula man bring Sula la Palau Cancer Society man blagan nilo mo sura la khat kam
Yes, of course, family.
Sulang naiigang
Just change the hair and all that, but they're still the same. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like say, we are saying I'm up to a question around media, what's happening around legal and every place else. The talk to the voice I say, opening there Senate regular session or early, man bring us to the other Senate el afternoon. Tira mo la conduct a hearing and get our ambassadors. Like the Malombra was say, get el ambassador Kyoto, especially Monamriga at the time. لما توقع هذا مثل البغلال تاع البئس الادمنستريشن ماريا ترامب المرة بطلع أقولور بلاو كذا بتوقع يجيل جاغروس البروجرامز كذا لونسيا كذا بلور أمريكان including هذا الكير أمريكان بلا list تبعسين ماريا deportees لهم ترى so the sooner we have an ambassador in Washington I think the better for all of us برنا سؤال هذا سنة المالديلوسيشن إلي الألسيل ستكندكت hearing hopefully go through the confirmation process hopefully by next Wednesday Vice President ang area baby ra uplam mes lo kita di kada mereka sulit kita sih tiap nomor January 23 sel of course ang 24th anniversary gala fundraising at Peak Creek. Mga congratulate Peak Creek for 24 years and also the successful event and may raise more than 114,000. Mang abaya dan mga sulit together all tiram losil contribute el mortial event. But most importantly, the mortial center niya close to trail girelo omso ma osisaklela tial omangariom ma sabaklel tial the bedel gid osperi arada berado kadmal mrenga sulire proudra center gid brali serra de gal sela blur velo ablurat diregal tiwadi reminder more our victim parents and guardians rose seruk child raising subsidy application amlamo available January 27. They'll submit before February 27. Dirigal digo to kiarselo ase dirigal ulingit tradro olbi lo ase abol sabarire el passer sel yesul morar seniors se dodangelo ase le pasra budget ding le sola olbi raglo lo regadringim goto ase متدم له authorizing الاتي عسكر appropriation من ديرغل hopefully able to المرال اوك child subsidy مثل اوك subsidy المرا our seniors attorney general اسال ديرغل المرال المورتير ديرغل الى January 27 قدم له ماليس الوركشوب على cyber security. We had 3 separate cybersecurity attacks. Sel dungura igaluk sedra sem gamadra mlidiul. Gada giradal selbak the best way to be prepared is to understand. Ngara what are the threats? How do they come in? Le marani aiga most of the time aiga the email malu message el dola they got understand ras aiga ngari raktelo bangel ngari bangel met mora system rigid la ta gargid mang trial back la dala aiga lo garo so office government including our PPUC ma PNCC le aiga la taxes el mora aiga infrastructure rigid shutdown of power systems, water systems, anything that's electronic that's connected to the computer is vulnerable to being hacked. That's why Kwama just recently found out that their power systems were dormant malware ng sa system so kadamang asulir our UN ma itiul hospital conference matigal tokol sa leader of Australia mamrigal and helping us with our cybersecurity efforts. Dirigal so the mutartial mo mrenga sulo la no ay don kitam dania senga amlem gater teluror le director marine resource emrgom lo malisel lurior a PCS really wa mlarse and then será el voladro el bilen release el panel mouriol to gida he's recognized around the world. The congratulating in Gam Naritara TNC. Of course, Mosigra Bessel Ukadal Momorar Selura TNC Pacific. The Kadamrenga Surer Cell, I get a 4 trillion Umrano saying, help prevail al Mral Mua Uktialo Mariam, Mutela. Lugal aklang rablur belal el morway. So congratulations on his retirement. And with that, I'm lari tigeluk adra TNC el mredra igal officer tirel emle visit rablur belal. The names are not here. Magada mlasya del meter tire of course TNC uktim la isida se non Marcel kidat magloriol المليسية يجلو رول مقرتيال لو جلق لغاري كده دي بدو يسوى ترى أوريول كده البانغرين رجال مرال مي Palau amo hostra selda seng Pacific Island Forum ra 2026. Kita direga chair selda mo seng AOSIS. Awul entra klautur telela ambassador gidra ambassador Sidel Meriadan Mara UNL currently chair, but we do have challenges. Kada saya Blue Rambrigel au plate de atingel wa sen degal soril partra cup. And I think more important now kidel Gagrelion sa motmag make sure our partners understand the real challenges that we face. Ma tara soda laurel girele abugela blue Australia, and that's why we need Australia's support. Mo hoster said Cup 31, and that needs to be a Pacific Cup, and it needs to be a cup about oceans, and we need to talk about the challenges that we have so the world understands, including our selidang our blue rambrigel, and maybe tial ok blue rambrigel segi they participate. Ukrul blue wasina ma India was to take a more active role. Malagalo deal brigel lead, let China and India and Australia lead. So gotta trial help Australia musel bid to try bela supporter tier ma gal blue Pacific lo til was uqtal mutial cup al Pacific. Tiadingara el blue Middle East, el Amora Brazil, and it hasn't been in the Pacific for a while. So we're hoping that that's something that can be negotiated and happen. We're working on the new online suggestion box. We want to make sure wasing similar morsel online system box of creating a spelling. So that mom there set together to send a message and main the other thing identity tirmo. The Galuila messenger, the Galuila the email. We want to try to make sure that whatever they send in, anonymous. Facebook, I didn't say the mom the game, but anyway, Andi brand brand asulil ngartia rogo ya no. Dia ko ito pelingira wala vai sinta ko kasong musya sero ya.
Ngil tutaw President malungil tutaw merkaw direklungil tutaw mora Chief of Staff material staffer kaw ngartia wil tutaw mora kami war adra media ya tukubet sa wil tutaw mora adra bela rogo il guk ngarnya te loreng sertial program rigidra lang mo subesak tel gibel smera tretre baktiw mas kaling ating obom sel beklade akti komatengaya president tamla tutkidel mo minister health and human services mang kadamrenga sulela president rakuk klaumrang ringi wasen sabedel guk mortial ureor guk kut makliaw redel morsel kurbabel sabed kamiar adra media matengay nga ka adra ureor el sel kuk bogurura imol ureor ak moregel kurbabel sabede mang talangar niya wase kaunguk maraklaw ngir ka rahel de kuk masawi seperti al ureor hindi ka daw umrang al wase adra ureor ministry adi matengay lorul beklad magita nga leda di mol provide support al mortir e direclo al tauta el policies ra president al sawala bol toir al selti al ministry gida direct kadamla manguyur ti al transition report ra hospital gid ti al ministry gid mangarnya igel guplel identify waseng ngureor el girel mo matmokla may gel ureor el direct already marael e girel continue el balmol a president tamla emphasize ra at ko el mergid el wasen sawal ti al hospital gid ti al ministry of ureor efficiently adangem sa igid ya close to telel girel lungil girel provider ungil logrol ungil service el mora adra baluro koy and at the same time ikar direklo mesra coster gid el wasen ungil e atera roguil toy tial ministry kami alam dengar adra medial beklad el wasen direkl maklo happening ra al sel ngari ngay gel lamol la algo kirela o makto ra tial guk separation ra hospital tial public health gid may ge mray laurior ngi direct of course ang aring tial uldas will guk mo relocate ra hospital gid se president matangalil al do kada malmol malaurior ngi mul adir ga kamang taurior el girel ay gay gid ya so kal share lobang gami we nga kaigal elat ya moment second week president ra tat mortial elderwal bang first week gida kadam lo meter trigel guk mangutaling ti alurior ra ministry mang nga ko umrangal wasen dia ko memo sub giremel leng aradal matut kal moray galurior ra dia kal mem spend that time lem sub giredel me familiarize ourselves ra aruguil toy leng giredel sois be margoy moment ngali aurior statal lol tau ta pala sira president may gel niya sabi edel gut mokkel improve tial ministry gid bang tiay gid last week kada meter tigal mo teling hospital makada mo ngay gel direct kal wara priority sertir direct kal mo ngay bebir issue gukang gester tial ministry gid may gay gid el ang aurior el blagarud lo sei ga bek rolel ulang seora president implementar will policy singi amoktek agundas yang blagatak kal mergid ro will wasay and so other relate al ministry a service al morar other belalo spe au rule ma public health au ngil marael say gid ya number 1 al priority gid make sure yung dia ka mong song sa kura ka kar mal udang equipment or hospital man dia ka kura interruption sa ro kuil toy at the same time directly giredal mo focus ra arguk tirgal adal urior tial ministry at directly log spe support may gigi dia bla kung ura presidential girel of course ang malmol maurior girel ay gigi mang acting more say gidi by usper tial teal direct mal eska support ra adra belur bela rokui luas mem da support ra hospital gid tiya al atara ko terklon ministry ra belur belau dia kal se edel masaw ra ngil belur belau el la lungila hel ra adra belau so imala president executive madirek kul bira kululaw mabek madala belu urior ra belur belau magidar adra belur rokui agire dat mak e support tial hospital gide mar adra urior al sel maktingul mor say gide presidente gamsula rate al
نعم سؤال بايسن سؤال دي مترتيل مال مريع سولم لان سيجد كده غطلو لان ديغل صودا نيدي لورا المويت اوسبيتارا ترى غطلو براد اكلولوريوري دي شغل وايس واسا بايسا ديغا مومدي يوم من تغرا بين جوم من المورتر التتولو سيغرو اسا مغرا ديغل تلينت علين غريك رام كلور تقول منا مجيغري magkatamaran mereka suler pelakar dengan ima mereka suler atau ministry klolurior complaints ada kalsel modia the most importantly let's address them and work together to solve them so sulang ya bais sulang mana song foi ija tam bere tra to gerager
Why say?
allo gerager
Amadi al chalkir.
No, ito tao ngayon tokol kari ke wana niya amo ko ka ma president tel qdomes ra tel SL administration at Trump na mosoy sa gorap to kay directives sa blaloto badal niya bibiling niya amo kan kester ki makutor gerel gugering presidenta se ngaring sel directive to bati sto ba I get a will project del niya funded loki wa I get grant del mora pepira blue el moringi na adori de I mean 3 months review 90 days review ra sa presenta Miguel mungkora di so de loki el wase I get project ra kabelment del niya ngarap blue belaw niya funded through some of these grants ngani ako na impact ng blabo mo misal ngi alu baka na mo aware lo say ka ngaringi to ko affected ngi ako to ko regel grant tan mera blu ra kabelment terbela
yeah I guess ang gagaro sa yan grants so we get information kind of every day we get new list ra sing ram na mo dekal seller aktimas kami bibili example like PNCC ang area granted tira USTDA. USTDA helper tira implementation or egal tele fiber optic. Tamlak murtilo say stop. We gotta go through the 90-day period. Digel granted like let's say ng hospital, girela cancer program or other, the WHO, I got federal grants. And so I got everything ongoing, and they continue ongoing. It's mostly has to do with the USAID, for example. They stop. They grant sa BSCC. They fiber optic cable again. They stop. They releasing. So the all kita roll giren. They $20 million. El mon set up pension. Kada na tolo sing 90 days home. So what it tells us is there's two things that we need to do immediately. We need to start our communication ng mga ADC ramre. We need to get access to the Secretary of State. That's why kasi Ambassador Hershey doesn't need to spend any more time in Palau. He needs to be back in DC. They need to start that work. Direkal kita kasi Minister Udoy was of course helping us at Tokora Kampak. He needs to get back and start working on these things. So it's going to affect a lot of areas. Everything is that was in process or let's say it's on hold. Same thing in a USTD, hospital. These are that's the reality. Trump put everything on hold, and that's why we need to get the message to Washington. I say we're a partner. These are important projects, and what are they doing? So, I'm going to start the congressman, mga help. And last tiktir na si Luke, I got a program directly with us, but I heard even Norwegian people say they provide a demining service at Palau. I didn't. Norwegian people say so it's affecting people. And I guess this morning uktilo badalis tara trigel deportees and other cell list. So, but I think that's the list of criminals that they want out of Palau. That means they have cases out of the U.S. Of course, Mr. Marshall said there's like 39, Blura, FSS 72, yeah, so they are deal below. I mean, it's the world. And you have to understand, Blura Brigala, Alsung Maria Talamal or a threat to Blura Brigalang, they consider Mara Brigala. Tablurir.
They've been doing that.
It's tigit mo dire kang realist tigit mo ka. May say AG. Same situation mga realist tigit mo ka ite ukti kada alartil mera blur velaw because of a security issue. So
the quarantine mutul ka follow up lang president kami mention earlier Velar ilang mo chair PIF 2026 right alraki ako kadmo chair AOCs climate change ma health care kutum priorities ra other Pacific mang kami mention nagiging decision na Miguel ngari ako aldadol blam kurang mga tutulo bantari ra kalik sa antigal ko counterpart sa across the Pacific. I understand na siya SG Waka was here for your inauguration ma Prime Minister Papua New Guinea ma ngari ako ra tutulo gidel tegid ang maralmil given na kay gitel ko kora concerns ang namin to.
Of course, before inauguration, Trump had executive orders. Hindi we were concerned. Hindi sel domestic Trump serarur tegal dilo raseng atil tokoy. Mga gidol tirak legal dilo. Kada degal sel raseng dimna kada dong raseng maralmeng by close challenge rigidre lang really working with Washington, helping them to understand. Now, probably more than ever, we need self-MCC lobbying effort to get embassy making those connections, making those contacts, and probably we need to go to Washington soon to meet with Congress and the executive branch to help them. I think we made a lot of progress in getting the Biden administration to understand the importance of Pacific. Di mlakal Biden am Alicia Lurir. Actually, it was Trump. Trump am le first president. He'll invite the 3 FAS presidents and more Washington and meet with them. So I think that's so to me. Kasi there's with all that's going on, Trump knows the importance of the Pacific and how we need to partner and work together. Kasi what we need to do is reach out and work with him to come up with solutions that we can all we can win together. At the end of the day, I think Pacific's interest, we need to help him understand that because at the end of the day, we don't live in isolation. But I think important for the United States is helping President Trump and his team understand what I say. A win for the Pacific is a win for the United States. We win together. So.
But the last question regarding the deportees. I understand that the time the deportees they've been deporting people kara. Kuto ko amding ila sengaral talamal atigal maral mel el ade tire ko di follow up sel case sel issue sel sex offenders registry kita wasega the girel kering.
Tutawal minar adaroku legam sulara akarim sel question algira deportees ay ge mal dia ka cloud ngir ka mamel dimro ko sel gim receive a deep note ngarang klay ngara US embassy email in the past few years it was saying ngal ngalegeda ngal garbela nguk ngaran tilmali. That's when we get the official records. So gira dal mangila ge gidal bavier el may is to sex offender registry. Say one regel malmering luriol direct ngar officer AG. Huring asul la president ng los en na oto la tiale corporate ke luriol gira corporations al to office mukuk give lesson na rera merse. We are kama madi continue rutal sex offender registry. Maraba continue me register adigi mring luriol meruringit actually making it go online. I get al separate the budget and mer obis lo set yang ali ngaria ko budget more ang gigid segid ko ngara ala registry a sex offender. I give us I gal appropriation al mer mamel most of the time in songs merulay gigid song aurora ongoing ngaria other may register material required of island del mem te mer officer AG. So we have that information. Retrieving the information maringaleng it's not online yet.
Hindi kal beta dola na hindi sa pwede lang officer kawing may gal information.
Why say? I gel diakal protected information. Alsumug information gila la victima ngal minor. I get akal sa edlo mas kamiu. Yeah. Di nga klas sabel tuwa ba.
Sulang Mr. Clay tilamra to tutel by media cell help disseminate legal information.
I say.
Ako may sa kung may printer list tayo uktel gil merbelam. Sulang.
Malungin tutaw. Tadi follow up المرأة تدي follow up بالجريتال incidental اللي happened last year. نعمل cause of death ringa security officer Color State.
Oh, okay. Se dirga maral luriore lilay. Of course, sa officer AG, mangil mo sila may report rablia bulis lo ase tigida report dirga ka report rablia bulis may pa sa ekal follow up ringil lo ase ngidel gere informer ka.
Malungit tutaw Happy New Year mer kumi rogui. Vice President Minister Health ang guati so kaloger congratulations ra appointment ara Ministry of Health. Gora di so kaloger wasin sera inauguration na President Tamlo mention na to ra rehab ra tigale drug abuse, alcohol. Gora di so kaloger kau ma President wasin of course hindi ka halsal mal mo ngila rehabber gid gida direct ka ngayon sa gora crisis at gora darax of course nga rin itigel president nga itigel sabi low moral wase sabi ilchen sa klangartir in the process agargari la loader el wase por a rehab el recommender of island rehab laangar niya role el sabela MSR tira mo helper tirel through a rehab rather than al sugum let's say di hal sabel afford their take it 12,000 a year and the of course en batoga MSR ngi angar niya al du ra officer president mahel del sabel loader lo bangela MSL per se gid el rehab ra adel lenganyar adal gutan terin man na ang lakra 20,000 30,000 and din sorin mo rehab and din di how to dir makora dimne so kaloder sisel was nganya usungela officer ka ma ministry ra health ma MSA ma NHL asabit makaloader el gut maklise
dem sulang tila malungil gere na insa dala amsa sa tial tora mental health malaban tora drug ma dirikal trapped. And we have to look at the law also. The MSA instead of Rosemary. So lang around with suggestion and maybe AG, something we can look into. Otherwise, HEF wasn't young, so not mockery. Malubang require amendment. You know, I was Steve Mapes, but Maria Andrew Miguel Ligang plan. And so look, my suggestion or till set up a tell what we have center that they've done in Missouri. Basically, 13 allowed, they put them in for 13 months. As a group, was essentially important that they have to be a group and they have to support each other. We should also not only think about sending outside, to create a system and maybe running an NGO support the secretary activity amal self help. I mean, the brainstorm kasi for example, abetania el simmer all time. Maybe one option is to ask other amounts or say maybe they can take on that spare facility or anything ngari. The idea. Of course, but I'm just thinking of how we repurpose, reuse things, and use the right mix of people to help our children. That's you should have a rehab center and then a halfway house. So two steps. The halfway house helps them get them re-employed and follows up with them because issue. But we also need to have the system to regeneration, regeneration, because it's rebirth. We want them to get in the best and really go away. But I think you combine that with spiritual health. That's the key.
President sera inauguration speech sergao kamle mention ilwase oing moral crisis at tokorada rakse kamlo mention ilwase in the future tigel mo positive rada raksa mo dial automatically termination makora diso kaloger kalwase sing regulation la of course sing wayabli la police ngai tigel mopte me ogoren giril Rira 2-3 days, 1 week at the mutan mora darak test. After that, I'll up to mora rehab. Gora di sokaloger kalwase ay gayidang mlamo diak. Malgora mo blakatak wasen digyal sa bariral.
Require Allah. Sila amna madar sa mo albera kulula.
Okay.
So it has to be passed. You have to have legislation.
Okay.
So a lot of time, and yes, I'll some top them. Yeah, system. We have to give them 6 months. Maturior. The money to which is difficult. Yeah. So by the really bertak pemreka lorior pemang rehab mengaya sumsel pemungil kung emnu terlis. Dakat masangan mangkarar.
Kapira kamle mention luase sera nganya igel regulation ra EQPV sera trust territory akora diso kalogel luase ngara komlam gararse di haltil EQPV akumra luase even matokora agriculture mang ngariya igel kong ngariya maas maruba kal adarasir sen lamel gol luase direct mal ngariya igel la ra agriculture mal makatatang mang tadula sa opera press conference dira katim suggested ma president sel al inauguration el bol sab elo mes atogora agriculture dire ora di meso al share selo
Segam sa tanya gira la EQPV. No. So ela EQPV rangaramo sel mola murula togora sel sen degal require a permit. Tabayim lamit tekli mela kad require a permit amrigan. Adrula sel sen degal require a permit. Dite octibela kadrula permit meda yegel it doesn't make sense. Tabay di gidem male tergidem la kada soda nam gorokra togora sel sen mertem libas gidem dal sepe. So amle point tergide house la tel nombre galolvila we start the process. So basically we need to review the EQPV, my FIV. How do we make them more efficient? How do we make them better serve our earth? Gida rogo gongelo ase lugelak nangara gida gida protecting. But there needs to be a balance. And we have lots of EAs and lots of omsubel. This is tora alsel. This is what's the point? And most important, use the best practices. They don't need the EA and it doesn't make any sense. We know but if there's good practices that you want them to practice, erosion, so EQPB should be more focused on helping them solve our problem instead of stopping or making it difficult or making it cost more. Coffee plantation or better. Give up. New Zealand. Just because they don't require EA because it's over 1,000 square meters. Never mind. Coffee plantation so the promoter culture I mean, we have to make it simple for people. So, Sula
Attorney General ko ati so ka local nga niya imo ruba kal lekoler el altuta o ay selwase loko nga rin nga ngalgel el mlamo 8 years mother ngel ngalgel el Bangladesh el amlop te mel amiro ratul sers el miror abu matamid mi ogore en waseng malos pe ni lengamal itut en dial ko el ancle lam plato der dial blacklist mang gora reminder nga article deportees el nga article illegal immigrants mar criminals ng Amerikel malsum sabe mal gora di hensir sel wasit dia gora di hal serious el case kami am la blacklist ni me el ang girel momraile di hal sabe muten me mal sabe me gora di hensir ngil girel ang kay kide ruba halun kadonge
Di axel list mar adal mo so ise beringia ngarinya talamal ra balur bela bladli di wa marigel tiragi del deporter adal bela ngarinya blal tamal mangel ada al sab edel me erem el kier belaw I mean ngarinya ra le go sigrar be esel adal me oreor mal ubel ngarinya adra familie ngida dal gaing seura awai ge gidendim abela to me ako marang lo sel suma na to maliat talamal de kal other bela ngirel Marail mo. Ebla ka takra la labor lo ser suma ala tumalit talamaling ingi del tuwa der belaw. Ya ko nila singaraw mo mongo do luuleng en sab el dingar belaw. Sulang.
President, el aseraw era bol mereka tialas del administration yar adara labor alilial wase el ang kato holdera tigel PSL applicant tra Bangladesh. Mga kita timtingin wase tabotokar adara Bangladesh lo shoval ni titiar adara Bangladesh en me odior. Marbebi rar maas maruba kal ngilitityar Bangladesh hindi elat tadi kalodior. Makora di so kalogel wase nglaasab ela labor office el mo omesay gel list malsugo mandi ka really retige del pending el maas maruba kal le submit application or tire el ang walongil until morngisel akora review lo mesay di sirar Bangladesh. I don't know the reason real behind it. And then, article di ka really run sabi ilgora ruli akora a program el opening morar adara balulwa sepol sabi by transfer morar adel maral el sabi il afford el harar tire odor mortir.
So maral wise sira last el dangartia minister titulo eso sangari Ahmed el 25 la adara Bangladesh lo siga urerir. Tira employer tira mla abandoner tira o siga urerir ma Agumra lo hace al sumanera de la Blue, los perra de Bangladesh. Please, I'm contact the labor. The domestic ticket on Arbela, they're having issues. Tara, the Masania, they don't have money to return them home. So, Sulang will suggestion. Contact the officer labor.
Presidente, lang nati last two. Kato mesa news ra President Trump persera mga officer niye el ang tabatok tigel illegal immigrants sa loader rasers aktir gamin nga dura baby her family nga karamrigel etok mula sing maral di swearing in ra Trump en mlamma sa aral a orange ma apple ma grapes akora suakalo keraw to swim lo singara kora o singem magarasab edan ngo sutrira loader laman trira igal state legureng sem batokar maasel sira moltob der sel 10,000 el grant and mora el dabe el gire la sers gorawal maring la state ta oltob da sers lo masterir manggora di so kal ngo osenge mel gire el sel wase magarasab edan malmot makaloader lam la state may geludo den multob de mal support ta tokora malalma kalet ngalet manggora di so kal ngau to swimmer sele loral mo time kadam tingel wase because of climate change en dia ule ora aguk stop manggora di so kal ngau osange melgirel say ya di last tel kamenta ranga ka di so kal otangau ersel el da amra inauguration gatilul wase akimalol ngit wase agimtor ngosu gumam mandiswa kal otangar sa igit emerald gimoray gel kurapapal sa maigel ngari gimo wise ma seya korawal di last tel giri la tora ser kamal musulang
dia mam sulam dia gira del kadamlara covid realize asing to tilal ma dolan makalet mang gira del Malaysia igel program ra o malal ديال طولان ديريغ make sure نسال على outlet المطراو and نقدروا لي الموبايل هذا او shares so whether it's providing them equipment helping them get the land those are all efforts اللي كده مغل مقلم سو لنا reminder قرا سوغل نرتيا سينغاريا مينستر فيكتور ملسادا ايغام ريما next week hopefully ملا ممرغا ما ملسادا ايشو ما يمسولان لو تيبا سيديغا الامبورتنت انغاريا مينستر ابون مري مالوي
eche di so lo que quiere la el incident ra el albuil el niya wabel el puta matrit el adal tira suspected of online scamming, tinakal possible human trafficking. Ang ko ros kibet rural menuto lang do you anticipate na sa ngalmutan mo ni how do you deal with these people amod ang trade mostly around
Okay. Mam sulang ele ya maral to koy gigi del incident sa mlamoring ya baby ra abasiol lebong law enforcement lo mesel chegal gire la immigration status ra ma labor mangarang isel lebong it temol mo matiga almut baby ra koy going on ra gigi del establishment. So, akmalangay ay first incident sa mlaring adal, they're here illegally. Either tangartial tourist la overstay, mal ubay work permit tiram la expire, tirigay gidya kudngay ngariar mla marail. Tirigay pending agirel mo rin investigation dong adurtilo sa tirigata mil karal bela ngarata mi rule. Men se edel mo understand ay gidel to koy so it's still in the investigation stage dakal se edel mul mo ngara alwas yung mga charges and morti yeah so have patience and hopefully report mre edel men sa amel handle sa kadamo makarang but yeah it is alleged online gambling human trafficking Michael Starus rar other tial bela was are they here legally or not.
Yeah, part of the ongoing effort to get the member of NICEL executive order and magatakil was in NICEL coordinated border management. So of course, bla police, ma labor, ma immigration, health, or airport, ma post, ma gym. Tria years mag etral letel. Tora drugs and criminal activity bela don't partly influenced outside, so we have to look at it holistically, and that's part of the effort. So they're all overstay, come in multiple times. They're all connected. So what about man meringa sulit sel team rigid, all of them working together, better together. So I think get them straight effort to get law enforcement, get them all the agencies at Magalore, and that's the goal. And I think over the last 6 months we've seen the result of their work, and they will continue. Hopefully, when we have these types of operations and these results, and help para deterrence, because you're not welcome. Whether you get on a list, because that's another deterrence. We don't want, you shouldn't be a criminal, and if you are, you're not coming back. So it's all an effort to keep our people safe and keep the undesirables out. Yeah.
Kora the follow up per se President ma AG. Sel lakalwi the immigration ngari record ra kul adan misois maro kul adan to. So me will tell based on the record la setta tela am la sois bedega lorain la pasa let's say la expire avisar tir malulit can you access that type of record?
Ngirel sabel I mean sel enter to as ngartiang idoride sel suma ada so alkei ngirel mo extender sel u expiring idoride and it's 7 days before may asegira del di clicker ngi eng tuwa na but and the sa immigration tamru like gidan dia it's a process in place mangira del di follow ringi sa del determino sengang aleng la overstay Ernestina la overstay dia di kabel rino babier babilingel oleng le renew leng up to 90 days sa others so is verbelaw so first 30 days are the free egel next extension sa $50 which is very low la mo gira lom daswa ko will increase fees.
So I don't know. One of the things that changing immigration is the biometric scanning system. There was all kinds of things going on. Now it's this person is in and this person is out. Not so. I think it's improved, but that's why now may part of the operation and help we have more information now, and that's. But we're continuing to refine our immigration system. Same lang as for Abraham Regal help upgrading and we're continuing. So.
Malilas talgari ke. Okay. You wanna follow up on that?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Malilas talgari ko kaming Vice President hindi ko 2 weeks on tour office. Hindi ko kami sa tel cancer para may issue ng cancer. Doreng sel na issue milsadra last how many years ago. Masada sa sel material cancer patient sel follow up costa maklo. Mamlani ako raw dasul alapalwi de presento ko misadra kora murura oncology I think. Unit ra hospital mo help ko tirigam lame kini follow up ang aring passion. Ngora pesa transition report la blami ma discussion ng kalong ng ospital ngora wangara status sa sige telo do you see that
Sulang lera ger yes das wengara alsela transition report marengel talgeblo krok went over it til al direct angara alsel al sukumang diak alwith and at the same time ngaringa direct malungil system al blalo tungir hospital al ngia mo sa building artiang emerko mungui wa record rarat tiang kumdas wa president al adir gamlara sa assigning ceremony ngi recently al mo sa direct al share ay gidal information ar sme al ngara balur belaw al mo ngara outside let's say atel those pairing hospital at Taiwan man direct al building ar sa gidi o mesa as arira ad mga help regidal gidel so kumdas with tiang ongoing lurior al time para I will look into it more
Yeah, kado korang Marcel, Miguel Besen masira Taiwan tunga silunga sample ra tumor or and produce the slide sending him Taiwan at dingar be. Namo da kabulu la patient talbate dingar bela analyze ringi mda sing kasinoma part of that is catching it early. So gida mda sa tara momring challenge gida ada man la mosme re godo dro clean mara guru. So by Tora last Bruni I say how do we prevent? How do we catch it early so we can treat it early and less cost? So like the mobile mammogram and I got batokal test including an MRI. These are all tools for us to catch it early and be able to treat it earlier. Tell oncology unit, it's a little bit more complicated than just setting up, but I got it because it's nuclear medicine. So I get, but I get by the tablet, already people are taking cancer treatment oral eding arbela. The next step is look most IV, the full chemo that we haven't got to. The gumra was a part uling gira del and hire that's the next step. Hire a CEO, dissect the hospital, separate the hospital, seclo to drill and help really identify, make it run more efficiently, and then create additional programs that help improve our patient service. So, kaya sa advice mesa se mugarada dono di siguro and I know moro magala gafarelal how do we speed up that separation. We always like to look at budget year, so one of the goals is hopefully by budget year we're ready because we've talked about it, but that's the first step in really separating and managing the hospital so that those priorities can get done.
Thank you.
Sula.
Presidente, last akora sinsengora mal la posa igal federal aid ra bluram rigel akora ako ramalat ako dong okerte malat katigal ngalge del ngara financial aid assistance. Lasap etel gora ora lo bengela scholarship office mal sugumang la agora mo daitan meu dal to dal du dira financial aid and sub ela scholarship el official come in ngosuterir mal mo du del refund.
Tiga from Faf Samlas to?
No.
So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to
Yeah,
make sure.
okay, so basically misal ayel direct el foreign assistance. Siya mlekan sun ramringel. So ayel wa Norwegian people say it's a direct the State Department. Direct assistance. So 20 million mler belau. So the State Department. So it had been transferred. The process ramringel angara State Department and Interior. Distill tia igara State Department, the foreign assistant, the director outside the campak. So stop 90 days. They have to review. As you know, before a campaign, before Amidala Trump, they went in and there was money being spent on all kinds of things at the State Department, and that's why they just put a freeze. And some of it was Torah gender, Torah, all kinds of stuff until Trump. So he's trying to just stop everything. Let's have a chance to review and then get back. And that's why it's so important for us during this review process to get in and explain why these programs must continue. So the sooner Hershey gets on the plane, the better.
Yeah, the last telgarig notice ra page ra Facebook komle postal wase komla appoint an honorary counsel in Mora Panama. And I think this is a perfect timing with all the issue with Panama and Trump. Makora di sa kologel wase ngaring agora trade agreement the 23 ada Panama mang losop edel appointed ngi yes ako di last telgarig komsul.
As you know, honorary counsel we have diplomatic relationships with over 120 countries around the world. We can have an embassy everywhere. Among trigal honorary councils, tiga volunteer help rigidra del willo bangel selbalu. So angal ruba angam le honorary council rigidra San Diego. Mle formerly ngia wale militi al Palau International Ship Registry. So ngia wale tial lurio. Elang because of our karakter ngam le accident. Paralyzed. Direct will opportunity because of his disability, and direct will help alani raising awareness and get what first honorary council with a disability. But because he's Panamanian, and say abalwale, and him family have been in the ship registry business. Number one, Liberia, number two, Panama, Marshall Islands, what the cloth shipping registry abdulat. Because of that, I'm not moving to Panama. Sell relationship with them. I say, help Programera sell relationship with them Panama. I'm say Oceans 2022, but Australia next year I'm learning next following year I'm learning Panama. So we share a lot of Torah environment. They have what they call the Eastern Tropical Reserve. So Panama, Ecuador, Colombia, in Costa Rica, have 4 countries decided to set a large protected area. Really, Gida almost sell gora auldaso le gida dimle belau. Nosata modura Bezos Earth Fund in 2021. Finally, a COP in COP 28, not this year but last year. Nosata del sign as a Pacific. Motmage do the same thing for the Western Pacific, but ours is much bigger than what they've done. So the collaboration or Torah environment, we're working together, but also we can learn from them from shipping registry, offshore corporations, their financial center, Habara, the Americas, the center. We can be the Panama, the Pacific, the Western side. Kita tengok laba gateway, kita easy kita traverse ringil mora east and west. So
open a financial institution or Pacific.
Yes, and planes and ships and whatever. Yeah. So, sulang. So, sulang na ungilgere kita mal kada blol suadal elal sils kada oktobet sils tigel tiramil elal sils. Suadal mutiarte alle mo congratulate tira mrenga sulir tira mshura arbek ladre bela arbek sils. So there's 6 that have birthdays today. So happy birthday mora Lee Boy Oilo gangara Customs and Border Management ngara MOF. Diriya ngara Amada Oitrong ngara Goro Elementary School nga sulen. James Reda ngara Sel Aviation Airport Apps. Diriya da Daira Tismas ngara Bureau of Public Works Road and Equipment ngara MPII. Diriya ngara Arabong ngaltangat ngara Land and Survey ngara MPII. Last ngara Jolin Senior ngara Sel Hospital Administration Office Vice. So tumal di telon marel al sils tigada dirigal mal wish them a happy birthday and good health and good ama uka igal maran mer ragartir dirigal mal maringa sula bekla adar belaw nada mutel tal tulita Dios mo mukal tanga tertir rogui adra ma adar belaw rogui matel balwaf ma next week agi ora anticipate ase bere ma next week adru trule imora press conference nga Maria confirmation last and mo complete pa din. Sure.